Hey guys, how's it going? This is Todd with PremiumBeat, and in this video I'm going to show you how to minimize your lighting setups for a narrative style project. For this shoot in particular, we have a lot of setups to do in a very short period of time. We got to get it all knocked out tonight. So what we had to do was some creative kind of lighting type stuff to make sure that we don't have to keep changing the lighting setups every single time we move the camera. This location in particular is like an unfinished office. It had nothing in it, so there's no power. What we had to do was rent a generator, and it was really easy. We'll get about 5,000 to 6,000 watts out of this guy. So here we go. This is our main set area. Basically, it centers around two people, and they're stuck in this room. But what we wanted to be able to do is just shoot and keep shooting without having to change the lighting setups too much and just really kind of blast through the script as fast as possible. So as you can see, what we did was we kind of encased the main area with this drop plastic. And what that allows us to do is basically have practical light that's motivated, that's also lighting the scene. And of course over here, you gotta have haze, man. You gotta have haze. You gotta have some sort of fog, a little bit of atmosphere. And that's gonna do a couple things. It's gonna, one, it's gonna kind of soften up all of the light. It's gonna diffuse it and basically create beams coming down off of all of these practicals so that even if the camera kind of catches them or anything, like it's just gonna look like some sort of a practical light in the background.
This is pretty real. Very authentic.
I wanted to have as many practicals as possible and use them to kind of build out the tone of the scene. This is a super cheap light box, and I've just programmed it to basically subtly flicker some of the background lights just to kind of give it a little bit more of that grungy, you know, I don't know, murder room kind of feel. And here's another practical. It's gonna be like barely hanging down in the frame. We did this great gaff job here. We spray painted it with some yellow spray paint to kind of give it a grungy look, like it's just been like sitting here since the Reagan administration. Totally realistic, super cool. Back here behind the plastic, lighting both characters with some nice blue kind of ambient fill. We've got the Aperture 120D. This has become my favorite light. The brightness of this sucker is amazing. Right here, we just have the snoot on it. It's just blasting blue kind of ambient light throughout the whole scene. And right there we have an Aperture Light Storm that's kind of up higher than the level of this plastic here, and that's so that I can get a nice hard backlight on the male character so that he's kind of separated from the female character. She gets kind of a warm color, he gets kind of a blue color. They're on separate wavelengths.
You seriously think this is like one of those team building exercises? Like that people pay money for?
Yeah, this one's super expensive. They took my whole wallet.
This right here is the only non-practical light that we're gonna be using heavily in the short. Everything else is just kind of practical, hidden, things like that. I hope you find these tips helpful. I'll put a link to all the different lights I use in the description below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.